Welcome inside Kauffman Stadium. We've got a perfect night for baseball on the show. It's the Houston Astros going up against the Kansas City Royals.
And now,
first pitch coming your way next.
Your Kansas City Royals.
And today's starter, Luinder Avila. What should we keep an eye on here?
He may not dominate, but he always keeps the club in the game. If you can score runs, you have a really good chance to win with him on the mound today.
Just about to get started. Jeremy Pena digs in now.
Number 3, Jeremy Pena.
And there's a strike. We are underway.
Ball one.
That's towards center. And there's one down. Now we check out the Astros lineup. Singy, the numbers tell us this is an offense designed to swing it. They're not going to force a ton of action on the bases. And so obviously that is one of the focal points that we'll look at.
And you look at the quality of the at-bats because of the fact that the legs aren't a part of this game. They have to be very selective. Look for long pitch counts, grinding out at-bats, and really barrels to the baseball because it's a lot easier to jog around the bases than for these players to sprint.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball two.
Fought off foul. Top of the first, just getting started here in Kansas City. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Batting third.
Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And now it's Christian Walker. Good power, not great in the OBP department.
Ball one.
In the dirt. The 1-0. And another ball. Now one missed.
Inside.
And a foul ball. Man at first, one away. That clips the corner. Walker not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. And that one was indeed a strike. That knocks them down to one challenge left. Tapped softly on the ground. Garcia over to second, and that's two. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. The Royals will get their chance now in a scoreless ball game. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And towing the mound for Houston in this one, Peter Lambert. And for whatever reason, he's been more effective on the road like this than at home, Chris.
Boog, I really think he likes being the villain. This is a guy that seems like he thrives off of the negative energy in those away ballparks and gets better the more hostile the crowd gets. So whatever the reason is, he's got good stuff combined with the right type of attitude, and I think that's why he's been so effective away from home this season.
That one at the knees for a strike. And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed to me. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they've still got both their challenges. This one in the air right field. Way back there. And a foul ball.
That's a ball.
That
Ball
one
3.
misses. Full count now. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Batting second, the shortstop.
All right, let's take a look at the lineup. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Fastball for a strike. And the 0-1.
Inside, ball 1. Outside, that's a ball.
That one missed. Foul ball there. Payoff pitch. Draws the walk there.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Quick toss to first, and he dives back in safely. Nice stop to first, and they get the out.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
Michael Garcia will hit next. Runner takes off for third. Pitching for a strike. Oh, the throw is over his head. He'll score easily, and it's a one-run game. Man, is he fast.
He's so fun to watch.
Out into left center for a line drive base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Ball 1.
Garcia off of first with 2 away. Breaking ball misses down and away. Just off the inside edge.
He's just missing with some pitches that I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Here's a 3-0. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boo. The last one wasn't even close.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Knee high, that's in for a strike.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in. You got to try to get another 1 or maybe 2.
First and second, 2 down. Outside, ball 1.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
The 1-1. And there's a foul ball. Two on, 2 outs. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Out to short. Tosses to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. Second inning coming up here in Kansas City. It's the Royals 1 and the Astros nothing. Back here in Kansas City. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Isaac Paredes. Right through there for a strike. Check swing, no appeal, and that's ball 1. Grounds 1 to short. Witt fires to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
That is it. The second baseman, Jose.
Here's another look with StatCast, Singy. The throw needed to be strong to beat the runner, and it was.
Yeah, that play was close, and I think we need to credit that 88-mile-per-hour throw as the difference maker right there. That's just impressive.
That's in for a strike. That one fouled off. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. The 0-2.
Ball.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
That is it. The left fielder, number 10, Joey Loperfido.
Joey Loperfido getting ready to hit. To the right side. Oh, great stop. Throws from his knees. Pretty nice play there.
That was a great job of doing the math. He had the perfect angle, diving stop, completes the play, and that ends the inning.
Back here at Kauffman Stadium, we head to the bottom of the second. Michael Massey steps in for the Royals. Ripped, but it curls foul. The wide, the kick, and the 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. One, two now.
That's ball 2.
Stays alive. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses.
Ball 4,
So a leadoff walk.
Batting in, the center fielder, Cameron Meisner.
Massey aboard here at first with nobody out.
Nope, that's a ball.
Runner on the go. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Loperfido moving under it. Makes the grab.
Batting ninth, the left fielder, number 1, Isaac Collins.
One out man at first. Now the left fielder, Isaac Collins. Fouled off. He was late. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating. I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
And he grounds one to the right side. Into the outfield, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
Royals, the right fielder, Carter Jensen.
Right through there for a strike. Two on, one out. fastball in for a strike. 0-2.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Ball.
One, two now.
No. Inside.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Bottom half of inning number 2. That one almost got him. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Up the middle, Pena. The flip, there's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Royals 1 and the Astros nothing. On to the 3rd inning, and stepping in for the Astros, Cam Smith.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1. Swing, and a ball popped in the air. That one gets down for a hit. And the tying run is on base.
Batting 8th, the center fielder, Taylor Trammell.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And he'll 1. Ground ball left side, could be 2. There's 1. Their second double play in just the first 3 innings here today.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Here's Christian Vasquez. Two down, nobody on. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Foul ball, still 0-2. Got him swinging. Astros are down quietly, still behind by a count of 1-0. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now the number 2 hitter, Bobby Witt Jr.
Witt Jr.
This one in the air, center field. Taylor coming on. He's got it. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Royals, the designated hitter, number 9, Vinny Pasquantino.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Vasquez takes it in for the out. 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
2 down, bases empty. Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That's to third. Paredes fires over to first. Royals set down in order. It's the Royals 1 and the Astros nothing.
Now pitching for the
Beck
Royals,
Way gets the call from the pen.
51.
He's making his 4th appearance of the season.
Leading off for the Astros, the shortstop, Jeremy Pena.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And the tying run is on base.
Those plays are challenging for outfielders because of the chase to the ball. You know you have to do everything perfect just to track it down. Sometimes even that's not enough to make the catch.
Runner on the goal. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
0-1. And that one fouled off. Missed with a changeup. Ball 1.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Up the middle with. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Walker in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him.
And you got to wonder with first base open, 1 out. Is he going to get a pitch to hit?
Here's a 2-0. And another ball.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations. And right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
That's in there. That's strike 1.
Taking all the way on 3-0 right there. And as a hitter, you're saying, why couldn't I get that pitch earlier in the count when I'm looking to swing?
And that one fouled off. One away with a runner at third. Top half of inning number 4. Out towards right center field. No one can get there. It falls in. In to score from third. We're tied at 1.
Huge game tying at bat right there. Came through in a big spot to drive in the run. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I tell you what, it's not easy to do.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the goal. Late swing, fouled off. Walker leads off first with one away. Next offering is fouled back. The 0-2.
Ball one.
This one in the air right field. And a superb diving catch. What a play.
Up next to the Astros, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
So a great diving catch, and that was only possible because of the route he took to get there, right, Chris?
Yeah, StatCast shows us just how efficient that route to the ball was. In fact, that's about as good as it gets, pretty much a direct line to it. And perhaps he was a wide receiver in a different life. I don't know. But, man, great job to hold on all the way through the dive as well.
That's
no
outside.
fumble caused by the ground.
Altuve, the next to hit, takes outside. And the 1-0.
Ball. That's inside.
Fastball
Ball,
is
that's out.
outside. Joey Loperfido in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And ball
That's ball
4,
four.
2 aboard.
Up next to the Astros, the left fielder, number 10, Joey.
Manager out of the dugout
Loperfido.
now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Beck Way is done, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for the
Matt
Royals,
Strom comes
number
on now.
25.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Swinging a foul out of play.
Ball one.
Two on, two outs.
Tough
That's
spot
ball
right
two.
here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
The 2-1. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Back here in Kansas City, bottom of the fourth, Jack Caglione steps in for the Royals.
Caglione.
Just missed.
Well, these Royals doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Next for the Royals. the
Just one of those
catcher,
seeing
number
high base
14,
hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
First pitch misses.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. In for a strike, and it's 1-1. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Here's the second baseman, Michael Massey. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Ball. Down.
In the dirt, blocked. Runners stay where they are. That's ball one. Activity in the bullpen for Houston. Number 72, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Abreu getting loose as well. The 1-1. Ripped into left for a base hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
That's 3 singles in a row. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Astros bullpen. Peter Lambert will depart. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment.
Now pitching for
Number 72 on a pitch out of the pen here.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
That's in there, and that is strike one. Swings through that one.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
The 0-2. And that's down and away. Next one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Caglione at third. Perez over at second. Massey at first with no outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
All loaded up. Isaac Collins steps in for the Royals. And he's already singled in this game. Ball one there. Bases loaded. 1 away. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Off balance feed. There's one. On to first. Safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
That's a strike. The 0-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
And the 0-2. Out to short. Tosses to first. They limit the damage here. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Royals 2 and the Astros 1. Ready now for the 5th inning. And stepping in for the Astros, Cam Smith. Hard on the ground to first. Caglione takes it to the bag. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Astros, the center fielder, Taylor Trammell.
Ball, that's out.
Bullpen action for the Royals. John Schreiber appears to be getting loose.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
The Astros down by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Got him. Now 2 away.
Up next for the Astros, the catcher, number 2, Christian Vasquez.
Christian Vasquez, the hitter. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
Hey.
And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. In the air, right field. Jensen should have this one. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down that time. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Royals 2 and the Astros 1. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals.
Well, these Royals doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
That one ripped right center field. High bounce takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Check on the runner. Witt dives back in safely.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Man at second.
Nope. That's inside.
right side. Altuve, the throw to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
Up next for the Royals, the third baseman, Michael.
Now it'll be the cleanup hitter for the Royals, Michael Garcia.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year. You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
Ball.
Witt stands at third with one gone in the inning. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-1.
Ball two.
Little trouble with this one behind the plate. Runner stays put at third. The 2-1. Liner caught at second.
That takes away the opportunity to score the runner from third with a sac fly. We're talking about a different story if that line drive hits the ground. But he made a good play, and they can get out of this thing with one more out.
Foul ball there. Oh, 2 now. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. The high heat too much on that one. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. 5 innings complete. It's the Royals 2 and the Astros 1. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. John Schreiber on the pitch here.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Here's the Astros leadoff man, Jeremy Pena.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
Right through there for a strike.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
The 0-1. Swing and a ground ball. Takes it himself. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
The batter, number 44, designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Steven Cruz getting loose out there. Morgan also getting ready. Pitch misses, and the count is 2-0. Just missed. And ball 4 there. Tying run is on base.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Pretty close, but it was a ball. Still one challenge left for them. And here's the first baseman, Christian Walker.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
That one misses. That's 5 straight. Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
This one in the air, center field. Brings it in.
Up next for the Astros, the third baseman, Isaac Paredes.
There's a strike. The Astros with the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Diving, makes the grab. What a play.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Now pitching for
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Brian Abreu.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
Well, 1-run game. Salvador Perez steps in for the Royals. 1 for 2. This one in the air, right field. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Man at second. In the air to left center. Trammell on his way over, and he makes the catch. And there's one away.
Up next for the Royals, the center fielder,
Cameron Meisner steps in for the Royals. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Right through there for a strike. Breaking ball, and that got him.
Take your base.
Up next for the Royals, the left fielder, number 1, Isaac Collins.
First pitch way inside, a fastball. Runners at first and second with one gone here in the bottom of the 6th. This one lifted in the air, left field. Makes the grab. Throw sails over his head at first.
Up next for the Royals, the right fielder, Carter.
Digging in, Carter Jensen. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Ball 1.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Two on, 2 outs. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Royals strand a pair. They lead it 2-1. We go to the top of the 7th, and stepping in for the Astros, Jose Altuve. Late with the swing there. That one misses, and the count even 1-1. Swings through the sweeper. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Just missed. Trying to bunt his way on, and that's a foul ball. Looking to get the tying run on base. Nope. And that misses. 2-1. That one missing inside. That catches the corner. Hit in the air left field. Collins on his way in. Out number 2.
Up next for the Astros, the right fielder.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. John Schreiber gives way, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for the
Eli
Royals,
Morgan gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
And next to hit for Houston, Cam Smith.
Come on, Eli.
Right through there for a strike. And that one is lifted in the air. And that is that. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Royals 2 and the Astros 1. Back here in Kansas City, set for the last half of the 7th. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. The Astros have some action in their pen. Nate Pearson up and loosening in the pen. Blue ball warming up as well. gets him to chase after that one. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
That one a little bit high. Ball one.
Hey.
Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Ball.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Up next for the Royals, the third baseman,
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Astros bullpen. Brian Abreu departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Angel De Los Santos.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year, typically at least one an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
2 outs, base is empty. Michael Garcia, the next to hit, 1 for 3.
Ball.
And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
Check swing called strike. And the count's even at 2. That's inside. And down on strikes. Inning over. KC down in order, but they still lead it 2-1. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, and stepping in for the Astros, Taylor Trammell. Activity in the Kansas City bullpen. Steven Cruz preparing to come on if needed. And fouled off.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Here's a 1-1.
Nope. Upstairs.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Pitch misses there. Ball 3.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
That's outside, and it's 1-0. The Royals trying to hold a one-run lead, and we're at the top of the 8th. Strike 2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Here's the Astros leadoff man, Jeremy Pena. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the 8th. It's the Royals 2 and the Astros 1. Back here in Kansas City, stepping in, Jack Caglione. This one in the air, center field. Trammell under it, and there's 1 down.
Up next for the Royals, the catcher, number 13, Salvador Perez.
That's a ball.
Foul ball. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
The batter, number 19, second baseman, Michael.
And next up for the Royals, Michael Massey.
Nope, that's down.
High fly ball down the left field line. Loperfido going back near the line and makes the catch. So they make short work of him there. Through 8 full, the Royals with the lead 2-1. Last chance coming up here for the Astros.
Now pitching for the
So the
Royals,
closer summoned from the bullpen, Lucas Ursig.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Hit in the air out to center field. 1 away. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism has shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
Strike one.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Center field. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Astros, the third baseman, Isaac.
Astros down to their last out. Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And that is out of play. One strike away.
That's a ball.
Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, this was a total team effort, using 6 pitchers in this ball game to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton, the next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.
And your final score here today, 2-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.